If there's one thing Aspen, Colorado is best known for, it's skiing. This tiny little mountain town tucked away in the heart of the White River National Forest is surrounded by the snow-capped peak of the Elk Mountains and makes for one killer vacation destination. But it's not just the winter sports that makes this town such a great place to visit. With breathtakingly beautiful mountains as its backdrop, Aspen is undoubtedly a town that's easy on the eyes. And regardless of what your reason is for visiting this alluring Colorado town, you'll find more than enough to keep you busy and entertained for days. Keep watching for the best attractions in and around Aspen. Maroon Bells. At more than 14,000 feet above sea level, these beautiful twin peaks are popular among wildlife watchers and hikers. There are very good reasons why Maroon Bells is one of the most photographed places in the country. Its breathtakingly beautiful multicolored slopes, jagged peaks, and magnificent views will make you feel like you stepped inside a painting. There are numerous campsites and trails, so don't forget your hiking boots. And since this awe-inspiring locale is only 9 miles from city center, you can easily spend the day here and still have enough time to make it back to town for cocktails and tapas. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. And stick around for more of the best of Aspen. Independence Pass. Aspen is a very walkable town, but we still recommend renting a car just to take this incredible 20-mile drive. Independence Pass is one of the highest scenic roads in America. It stretches along the Continental Divide at a staggering 12,000 feet above sea level. You'll feel like you're a Hollywood stunt driver as you traverse around tight turns that take you within feet of tumbling over massive cliffs. Around you, you'll be surrounded by lush forest. If you need to pause to stretch your legs a bit, there are several trails that lead you to overlooks and viewing platforms, where you'll be treated to unparalleled views of the Continental Divide. Silver Queen Gondola. For easy access to the top of the majestic Aspen Mountain, right from the center of town, the Silver Queen Gondola is definitely worth experiencing. As you rise high above the trees to make your way to the top of the mountain, you'll see some truly jaw-dropping views of the mountainous scenery. It takes about 15 minutes to get to the sun deck, which sits about 11,000 feet above sea level. Come wintertime, this area is one of the premier skiing areas in Aspen. But you definitely don't have to be into skiing to take a gondola ride and enjoy incredible views. During the summer months, you can simply appreciate the scenery on its own or even go for a hike. If all the sightseeing has you feeling a bit peckish, check out the Sun Deck restaurant at the top of the mountain. It's a wonderful place to grab a bite to eat while enjoying the mesmerizing views that surround you. Crater Lake. This is one of the most striking mountain lakes in the Aspen area. It can be found just minutes away from Maroon Bells and requires a bit of a trek to get there, but if you don't mind the hike, it's worth it. Crater Lake might not be as popular as Maroon Bells, but it's definitely as photo-worthy. If you happen to go on a day when there is very little wind, you'll get to see some pleasing reflections on the lake as well. The region around Crater Lake is packed full of a wide variety of plant and animal life. During the less crowded and noisy months, you'll probably even get to see a moose. Be advised though, this is bear country, so it's a good idea to bring some bear mace with you on your hikes. And it shouldn't have to be said, but if you come across any wildlife, appreciate it at a distance. Grottos Trail. When driving to and from Independence Pass, make sure you set aside some time to check out this pit stop. Grottos Trail can be found along the road roughly 9 miles southeast of the town center. It's a fairly easy and short woodland hike that takes you to several waterfalls and ice caves. It's also, fortunately, a trail that's relatively flat, so most visitors will be able to make it through the 1-mile loop fairly quickly. The rock formations found here are said to be hundreds of millions of years old. They were likely formed by the movement of glaciers. The scenery here is very distinct, and there are ample photo ops for photographers. Word of advice, however, if you go in the warmer months, you can skip the ice cave as it will likely be too muddy and wet to access. The Aspen Art Museum. If you're on the lookout for something to do in Aspen that doesn't involve the great outdoors, we highly recommend the Aspen Art Museum. It's a great place to go also on rainy days when hiking and exploring is less than ideal. The first thing you'll notice is how distinct the building looks. It's an architectural marvel and worth visiting just for that alone. Once inside, you'll find a contemporary art museum featuring the works of some of the most renowned artists in the world. Each floor features works by different artists, and everything is presented in a creative manner. There are also quite a few hands-on exhibits, films, and other captivating displays. If you get hungry, the museum has a delightful and affordable cafe. In the summer, it transforms into an outdoor dining space that offers truly spectacular views of the surrounding area. Admission is free, but donations are recommended. Check out their website before arriving to see what their current lineup of exhibits is. The museum also hosts several events throughout the year. Snowmass. As one of Aspen's biggest and most popular ski areas, Snowmass is a winter sports lover's dream come true. Spanning over 3,000 acres of skiable slopes and terrain, this enormous complex boasts more than 150 miles of trails, numerous lifts, and an endearingly quaint little village with a wide range of shops, galleries, and restaurants. About half the trails are suitable for intermediate-level skiers, while more advanced skiers will find no shortage of more difficult slopes. It's also noteworthy that Snowmass has one of the highest-rated snowboarding schools in the country. Aspen Highlands. This ski area has been a local favorite for more than half a century. If you're up for a bit of a challenge, this is the perfect ski area for more advanced skiers. Some of the best stretches include Highland Bowl, Olympic Bowl, and Golden Horn. Rarely ever crowded, visitors say they especially appreciate the local vibe of this mountain. Spent a few hours out on the Powder, consider dining at the highly recommended Cloud9 Alpine Bistro, which offers its guests beautiful views of the nearby Maroon Bells. Glenwood Springs Hot Springs Pool. Just 40 miles or so northwest of Aspen, you'll find the charming town of Glenwood Springs. While this town offers many hiking, dining, and shopping opportunities that are certainly worth checking out on their own, one of the biggest draws is their hot springs. Previously known by the First Nation tribes as the Yampa Hot Springs, the Hot Springs Pool has been used by indigenous peoples for hundreds of years. For just $15 to $22, depending on what time of year you visit, you'll be able to soak in the warm, bubbling waters for as long as you please. After several days of skiing or snowboarding, there's nothing more relaxing and rejuvenating than taking a dip in these mineral-rich waters. We especially love this spot in the evening as it's less crowded and the view of the stars on a clear night only makes the experience that more magical. Buttermilk. If you're a beginner skier or visiting Aspen with children, Buttermilk is the perfect place to learn or teach them the ropes. There are 21 miles of open, entry-level trails that are easy for novice skiers to maneuver. You can also opt for private snowboard or ski lessons if you need a helping hand. Once you feel a bit more comfortable, this mountain also has several intermediate and advanced trails, in addition to a 22-foot super pipe and X Games-inspired course, complete with ramps and rails. Wheeler Opera House. Built in the late 19th century by business magnate Jerome Wheeler, this opulent opera house has been providing Aspen residents and visitors with entertainment for more than 100 years. Today, this Roaring Fork Valley performance venue is still revered as one of Aspen's finest local gems. It was built with Victorian architecture, features ornate doors and a striking electrically illuminated chandelier, and regularly hosts events ranging from movie screenings to musical concerts to plays. Now it's time to hear from you. Did we miss any of your favorites in Aspen? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.